YouTube, and in today's video we are doing easy vegan cinnamon rolls. So let's go. So our first set of ingredients, we're going to be using silk almond milk yogurt. We have our self-rising flour, or if you have a gluten allergy, you can use the gluten-free all-purpose flour, so you do have options. And then we also have our brown sugar. This is light brown sugar instead of the regular brown sugar. You tend to find the more vegan types of brown sugar when it's light versus the regular ones because of the fact that it's refined with non-vegan products. So we have our ground cinnamon. This is for our filling. We have the pure vanilla extract. We also have plant-based butter. So we're not using regular butter. We have our corn starch, and then we also have for our icing confectioner's sugar, the pure cane confectioner's sugar. We're also going to have multiple uses for several of our products, including the plant-based butter and the vanilla extract, because we're going to use it for the filling, for the icing, and then also to, make the cinnamon rolls. So we're going to start out with 2 cups of our self-rising flour. Again, you can use the gluten-free flour if you have a gluten allergy. And then we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of our plant butter. This is made with almond oil, and it actually smells like real butter almost, but it's not. So as you see, I am inputting 2 to 3 tablespoons of the butter. It's kind of like 3/4 of a stick, if you kind of think of a regular stick of butter. So you're using about 3/4 of a stick. And then we got all of our mixture in, and then we're going to blend it all together. So I'm using one hand because I'm filming with the other. So I'm trying my best to kind of give you an idea of me, mixing it up. But you're just going to basically mix it up till you get a pasty, sticky consistency where you can turn it into a dough, okay? So as you can see, after doing the mixing and actually forming it into an actual dough, you can see exactly what that looks like. You can shape it up a little bit better to give it a more smoother, and I'm going to continue to do that, but I kind of wanted to show you pretty much how further we've gotten along since we put it, from the beginning of mixing the flour and the yogurt and everything. So you want to have a nice sized dough. So now we're going to make our filling. All right, so you're going to need about 3 tablespoons of the plant-based butter. You're going to need 1/3 of a cup of the light brown sugar. And then we're also going to add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of our ground cinnamon. And then we're going to start to mix those ingredients together. And again, like I said, I'm trying to mix this with one hand, but hey, the life of a new YouTuber. So I'm going to get it done, so don't worry about it. But we're going to mix those 3 ingredients in until they're nice and smooth, like a creamy filling, as you can now see here, okay? So that's what it looks like when you mix it all together. It has the cinnamon, the light brown sugar, and the plant-based butter, okay? And then we're going to get our dough. Now, right now it's in a circular shape, but I'm going to use the knife to cut it into a square. So I'm going to cut the edges off, and we're going to make it into a square. Therefore, we'll be able to roll it in a actual straight consistency. And as you can see, there's my square. So now that I have it cut into this actual square, I'm going to now apply the filling, and then there's ways that you can actually cut, and that's what I'm demonstrating here. You can roll it all at once and slice it, or you can cut it into small pieces and roll the small pieces. So here's the icing, the filling that I had mixed, and I got it all spread on the roll, and I'm going to actually do the roll version of it. So I'm going to make one big roll, as you can see here. And it kind of, it's a little breakage in the dough a little bit, it's from sticking to the pan a little bit, but anywho, we're still going to make this work. So now that I done sliced up the actual cinnamon roll dough, now we're going to put it either on parchment paper, or you can use a cookie pan sheet. Need to put it on 350 degrees, and we're going to do it for about 5 to 6 minutes because you want the dough to be nice, done, and fluffy. So now we're going to make our icing. Our icing, we're going to use a third a cup of the confectioner's sugar. We're going to use a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. And then it's up to you if you want to use a different one. And then we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of the almond milk. So I'm not using regular dairy milk. I'm actually using almond milk. So we're going to blend this until it's a creamy consistency, because that's how you want to make sure that there's no lumps and bumps in your icing. So therefore you'll be able to pour it, and spread it all over your cinnamon rolls. And this is what the final result looked like, guys. It was really good. I really liked it after, pulling it out of the oven and pouring the icing on. It was really, really tasty. You guys let me know down in the comments once you try this recipe and see how your results turned out. I'll continue making more of these vegan dessert and vegan cooking videos. Always remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in our next video.